Cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's own WMK TV, Channel 90.
Good morning, CSF Nation. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. The weather has been the weather has definitely been perfect for the second week of April. Perfect to go out and spend some time at the beach, especially if you're in the coastlines. Have some excellent weather after the rain has basically come and gone last week. So we have plenty more, actually plenty less rain. So let me apologize there. We do have actually considerably less rain and plenty of, I would say, near perfect temperatures in this week's 7-day forecast, sponsored by Griffin Whole Foods. Let's get right into it, shall we? To begin, let's start off with the coastline, especially if on Sunday and Monday there is a building of a swell that is going to be bringing up some, let's say, some higher tides, especially along the beaches near Adolphs Bay, Pacific City, and even Royale as well. So always just keep an eye out on the coastline. So that swell will be building up throughout the week. So definitely have some high tide, a little high tides of hazard if you decide to head out into the beaches throughout this week. Now, we do have some rain, but it's a very small amount of rain, as on Sunday night there will be a little swell of clouds bringing in some light showers further up north from Pacific City. But the kicker is that it will be from 12 a.m. It will actually be from midnight until 5 or 6 a.m. and it will just absolutely disappear by the morning commute on Monday morning, in fact. So it'll be a definitely blink and you'll miss it kind of moment. So the roads may be a little bit wet further up north on Monday morning, but nothing to worry about, as all that rain is completely gone by at least 7, 8 a.m. on Monday. Now, what remains is the high pressure clouds that are still looming around the CSF Nation on Sunday and Monday, but that will break apart to mostly clear skies throughout CSF Nation on Tuesday. Highs will be up in the upper 50s to lower 60s, with lows being in the lower 50s, and some areas to be the upper 40s throughout this week. The clouds will be returning on Thursday and Friday, so giving us 2 days of very solid, absolutely lovely sunshine as well. Perfect weather will be the order of the week for the 7-day forecast. And that cloud temperature, although a lot of the cooler temperatures come from the high pressure clouds, that will be starting to slowly move out of the CSF Nation by Saturday, as especially if you're further up north of Pacific City, sunny skies with highs of 62, low of 49. However, partly cloudy skies for the rest of the CSF Nation on when we get into the weekend. What you're looking at is very, very fair to very fine weather, and I hope you guys get a chance to go outside and absolutely enjoy it. That concludes this week's 7-day forecast, sponsored by Griffin Whole Foods. Fresh produce and low prices that make you roar. We thank you, Griffin Whole Foods, for sponsoring. I am Maddie Salatelli, producer and weather girl for Makini in the morning, and I wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. And until next time, mwah. Now, Makini, it's your turn. Guys know what that means? It is time for Makini in the morning. Makini, have a wonderful show. Hope it was much better than it was last week. And I will definitely be tuning in. So have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Until then, ciao!
in California. Huh? True.
There we go. I am out. There we go. All right. Okay. I forgot to turn off the mute button, so just for that one, where is it?
Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer.
Okay. We got it. We take care of. That has been. Oh, okay. We got it. Anyway. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Good morning, CSF Nation. I'm Makini, 90 German illustrator. And you guys know what today is. Play it.
Today is fine day in California. Huh? True.
Oh, I never get tired of that clip. You guys know today. Today is Friday here on Makini in the morning. The weekend is here, guys. You have finally, congratulations. You have made it through the week. Unfortunately for me, unfortunately for me, I only get one weekend. So one day this weekend, I got to go in and work tomorrow. So yay. Anyway, figure that out. We'll take care of that. We'll tell you again. Let's get along. So I'm still going to be working this weekend. So anyway, originally I was going to draw some bunny girls today because, it's April. Easter is coming up. Why not? But then I decided, nah, we're going to get on this. We're going to get on this. We're gonna get on this Rosalina trend. We're gonna keep the Mario Kart trend a little bit further up, thanks to my friend ZP's drawing of Rosalina, which I will put right on screen. Let me go share it to you if you guys have not seen. If you guys are not following, I'm gonna put the link to ZP's Twitter. If you are not following him, please do so. He's a fantastic artist, absolutely fantastic. That is his recent piece. So ZP, if you're watching, thank you. I'm drawing Rosalina now. I switch gears, so thank you. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. Let's get a good sketch going. I think the first sketch will probably take about, 20, 25 minutes or so. And then we are going to get a good sketch going, rough sketch, base sketch, line art, go through the process. If you guys have not seen the peach drawing, which I am actually really proud of. I'm actually really proud of that one, I gotta say. Also, you guys didn't see peach draw, please do so. It's on my Twitter, if you guys know. Full speed paint, by the way. Full speed paint will be coming up next week. Yeah, I'm bringing the time lapse arts back. I'm bringing the time lapse drawings back again. I miss doing those, but thank you guys, everybody showed up, and also thank you for 400 followers on Twitter. Really appreciate that. You guys are freaking amazing. So big, how about this? Big round of applause for you guys. You guys were pretty active when it comes to the community tab as well. So big thank you guys. Thank you, guys got right there with drawing. It will be up on. I was trying a little bit of new techniques, such as the white outlines and such like that. I thought that was a nice touch. Try some new techniques and such like that. So this one will be a full speed paint. I will try to put this out on Monday. In fact, it might be a Monday video, probably a Tuesday video. We'll see. And Rosalina will be a Tuesday video as well. So, Rosalina will also be a speed painting video as well, probably for next week. So, thank you guys so much, and thank you, Loki, for the raid. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So today, ZP, if you're watching, it is Rosalina's turn now. I got one more thing I want to ask. You guys. Show of hands. Everybody in the chat. Who owns a PS5? That's that for me. I'll wait. Who owns a PS5? Okay. I'll wait in the chat. The reason I ask is because Venus Vacation Prism, Dead or Alive Extreme. Somehow I ended up getting a second copy of that. And maybe I should, do a giveaway. Or if anybody who has a PS5 and wants a copy, I can send it to them. Loki, if you're listening, you better be. You just rated my chat. Mofo. So you better be listening. I have a second copy of Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation Prism. If you guys want it up for grabs, or maybe I should make that like a giveaway thing for channel members, let me know. Yes, the game that we've been playing for the past couple weeks. Yeah, I have a second copy somehow. So unwrapped, and it's from Play Asia. So if you guys are interested, you guys want the copy, let me know. I can send it. It's a physical copy, not digital. Let me know. So anyway, let's go ahead and say hi to the chat, and let's go ahead and start on. Let's go ahead and start on this drawing here. I'm gonna send the comp just because I got a day off. I only have an original Xbox. Scott Westbrook, you mother flipper! How dare you? You don't get a count as a pre-stream legend, Scott. You don't get to be a pre-stream legend. How dare you? Mr. President has a second copy. Mr. Fick has a second copy. Oh my god! I ended up with 2 copies of Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation Prism. So I'm just wondering if I could get. So I just want to see who has a PS5. Maybe we can do a giveaway. Maybe I could do a giveaway at some point. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into this. Let's go ahead and get right into this. We got 11 people watching. Thank you guys so much. If you guys can do me a very, very, very special favor. Guess what I'm about to say. Smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button, make it jiggle as well, because we're still gunning for 6K before the end of this year, which means I got to start making videos again. That's gonna be playing. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and turn on the music for Penny here, because we gotta get us background music. My soothing voice isn't background music enough, so. Penny, this one's for you. There you go. Get the video going. Get the little background music going. Okay. Let's go ahead and say hi to everybody in the chat before I accidentally Arwen myself again. Power, good to see you. And have a great rest of your day. I know you couldn't make it today, but have a wonderful rest of your day. And have a good weekend. Hope to see you on Sunday. Let's see. Penny, good morning. And Eli says Emma comes out today. I'm assuming you're referring to Wuthering Waves. Emma comes out today, and then we get Jane Doe's getting a rerun. Yes, Eli, I did see the 1.7 live stream. I will be saving my stuff up for Jane Doe. That might be a peak gaming where we just pull for Jane that night. We might do that. But on top of that, we also have the Abyss. I think it was at Abyss Dawn event for Snowbreak, which that will be on Peak Gaming. To my Snowbreak watchers out there, we know you are. To my Snowbreak chat, we still have that, which is pretty damn cool. Nikkei's doing their yearly poll. Emma Frost. Oh, we already know that, man. Yeah, it's already. Yeah, Emma Frost is already out. Elena has been announced for SF6, and I gotta say, I really like how she looks. I really like it. Fetch, you know what? Let's do this. We'll do a little quick, just for you guys before we start drawing. We'll do a quick little trailer watch because I think you guys are gonna like this here. So Elena looks good. Elena looks good. I gotta say, Elena looks really good. We're gonna hear a remix of Beat in My Head part of 3 all week. Yep, Elena's coming in June. A lot of stuff coming out in June, by the way. Looks good. Definitely looks good. So we got the Zenless stuff. We got oh my god, there's so much stuff. So we got the Zenless, we got the Zenless stuff, we got so Loki, I need to hit you up. A little bit later. Do you have a PS5? Let me ask you this, Loki, do you have a PS5? Copy. So a lot of stuff getting ready for PAX Summer here. Looking forward to that, man. Like I said, Snowbreak is next week. Snowbreak, that's gonna be next week. We still need to finish Venus Vacation Prism. Freaking Stellar Blade is gonna be in June. We're excited about that. Wu Chain Fallen Feathers is gonna be this summer too. So we're gonna have some. I do. Okay, Loki, I'm gonna ask you this. I have a second copy of Venus Vacation Prism Dead or Alive Extreme. It is a physical copy. Would you like that? Would you like to take that one? Because I can send it to you. It is unwrapped, by the way. Yeah, I ended up with a second copy, so from Play Asia. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Yes, I'll even stream it. Okay, shoot me. Okay, you have my phone number, so shoot me a text on where you want me to send it to, and I will try to, if not this weekend, then next week for certain. So just send me over where you want me to ship it to, and I will send it over to you. But yeah, so I ended up getting 2 copies. Just so you guys know. I didn't want the second copy. I already got that. Okay, thank you. All right, good to know. Awesome. It has a home. I was gonna do it as a giveaway, but nobody has PS5, so there we go. Gaming anyway. Okay. All right, I will definitely. All right, I will send it to you. Just send me your information where I'll need to ship it, and I will try to. If not this weekend, then I will definitely do it next weekend for certain. So it's just I'm gonna be working this weekend. That's why. So. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue saying hi to everybody in the chat. Let's go ahead and see everybody in the chat. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. So Eli, we got a lot. So Eli, I already know. Okay, perfect. I got it. Thank you. Okay, Eli, I already know. Penny, good morning. So we got a lot of stuff to look forward to this summer, especially for those peak gaming live streams. We're going to be doing multiple game formats. Also, I do want to ask you guys this honest question. I'm going to ask you guys this honest question because I might save this for Sunday. I might save the clip for Sunday, but a Brown Dust 2 clip like blew up on Twitter, and it does ask me the question. Should I play Brown Dust 2, which is probably the peak of fan service right there. For those who don't know, what what we do with the peak gaming streams is basically kind of the whole theme is that we basically play fan service focused titles. And they dropped the new update for Brown Dust 2, and I saw the animation, and I'm like, I don't know, is that that is tempting. So it's like to see Brown Dust 2 in the future because, oh my god, you're going to do it anyway. Don't ask, because I just want to add something that you guys be interested in, Sean. By the way, Sean, good morning. I didn't get far on it. Okay, never heard the game before. Okay, it's just the animations are very peak. I will say, very very peak. So Emma Frost does come out today for Marvel Rivals, so really cool. Everybody's excited about that. Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is our Nikkei half any unit. Yes, that's right. We got the new Nikkei showed up. They're also doing a voting thing with that. Neo J Studio 2 is me loud and clear. Lucky Neko, good morning. We are running out of time, so we need to get started on drawing right now. Keely, good morning. Good to see you. Wow, art is truly like a magic trick. Are you referring to my art or referring to ZP's Rosalina drawing? Because that is beautiful. Keep the freak, Daryl. All right. Denzel, all right. You get the Denzel Washington. Hang on, where is it? There you go.
My nigga.
I got into it because the animations on Paradacious post on. You know what? I'm gonna show that post because that is some peak, y'all. Okay, let me share. Where's the? Oh, this video got like 2.1 million views on Twitter, and holy Jesus, this is on the official Brown Dust 2 page. This is like, some of the animations are like real, just like it was like some of this you can't even show on YouTube because of how peak it is. So this is, I am not kidding. I am shit you not. This is the full animation for one of the newer characters. This is the full animation for one of the newer characters in Brown Dust 2, and I'm like, just holy shit. So here, I'll show it to you. This is insane here. That's I can even make a gif of that. Holy crap. I'm sorry, that's a grab that like button and make it jiggle. Grab it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our new smack that like button, make it jiggle. Grab it. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to draw it, but oh my god.
What? Oh my god!
That is straight up smack that like button, make it jiggle right there. Jiggle. That's the like button right there. That is the like button right there. Anyway, that is big. Like, that is too much. Okay, that is too much. Eddie Hughes. They are skating the lines of like, we cannot post like I've seen the animations before, and some of that you can't even post to YouTube. Fucking age restricted. YouTube, like, bro, how do you get away with this? How do you get away with this? That is peak right there. That is true peak, like, fan service. That is some peak right there. So if that's something you guys be interested in me playing at some point, I'll definitely do a peak live stream just for Brown Does too. Because holy Jesus. Shut up, Sean. Okay, where are we? So, Keela Chow, good morning. Not me. He's at a PS5. Okay, we got a $10 super chat from the one, the only Scott Westbrook. Scott, thank you so much. I will give you a heart on that one. Just because I got a day off, I only have an original Xbox. No worries. I don't have anything green for you, but I'll give you some, just for that $10 super chat. I'm going to bump you straight up from a CSF Nation walk to I'm going to give you an Evelyn for this one. So, Scott, thank you for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. Much love to you. Scott, thank you for that super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Penny. Good morning to you. I can only have make a jiggle, make it up, rest of the Yeah, Sean, you're funny. You're real funny, Sean. I just Elena needs to change her hair back. What's wrong with Elena's hairstyle, Sean? Come on now. Good morning, Sean. And thank you so much, Loki. Thank you. Now Sega. Now Nintendo, like, I think Nintendo and Ubisoft are not having a good week this week, especially with Doug Bowser's comments, I gotta say. So it's kind of unironic. I'm doing some more Mario Kart, like, tour fan art while Nintendo is basically under a lot of scrutiny right now, especially with the president, CEO Doug Bowser, which I feel like that's an unfortunate thing. Your last name is Bowser. I'm just saying. We'll see, but what we can tell, it's probably going to fall on deaf ears because Switch 2 is already sold out in the UK. Switch 2 is already sold out. Pre-orders for Switch 2 are already sold out in the UK. So, Elena's issue. How was an SJW haircut, Sean? I don't understand. Okay. Emerald, good morning. Roundhouse, I have no idea what Roundhouse is about, but I've heard so many good things. It's not just the peak animation, but people really do enjoy the gameplay. Very old school JRPG stuff. I saw Madam Savvy talk about it. I've seen so many of those Roundhouse 2 animations over the years too. So they just somehow you somehow managed to out fan service Nikkei, and that's not easy to pull off. It's like Nikkei. Oh my god! Remember the game before I played Brown Dust 2 again to the part on it. Brown Dust is after diamond. Excuse me. Okay. I got into it because of the animation. Saw Pirate Nation's post of it. Yeah. I was like, bro. I was talking about the white line trick you did for the. Oh, the white line. Okay, so the white line trick. Let me go ahead. Let me bring up Peach again. So Matt, one of the artists that I support big time on Patreon is Magaska, and Magaska has been posting like a bunch of stuff, like seriously, like he's been posting so much on so much stuff on his Patreon, like back to back, like nothing but art. I'm not showing it, but he's just like. He's been posting so much of his art, so much new art, like every single day on Patreon because he's been out of it for a couple weeks, and he's just been working and lurking. But one of the things that I noticed on some of his recent work was the introduction of the use of white lines, basically. And something that it somehow just kind of catches your eye is almost like a really way to kind of highlight kind of like different parts of the drawings and stuff like that. And I thought with the Peach one, I wanted to try that out with the incorporating a white outline on some of the areas on her, such as the bikes and stuff like that. And I really like that method. That's why I got that from Magaska, basically, to answer your question, Jay. So that was kind of the idea. So I was like, I'm gonna incorporate more of that. In the future. I really do like how this Peach has turned out. And by the way, Princess Peach will be a speed painting. This will be a speed art video next week. I love the white lines. Reminds me a bit of the sharpening of the effective 3D models. Okay. Oh, thank you. No, I really like this method. I like this trick. It's a really cool trick. So. Princess Daisy's next at the Rosalina. I don't know if I should do Daisy next. I don't know. I got like Easter's coming up. I want to draw bunny suits. I want to draw some bunny girls though next week. So, but we got to do. But we're doing Rosalina first. So this is ZP. So ZP, like I said, ZP, if you're watching, thanks. You've made me switch gears from bunny girls to drawing Rosalina now. So this is ZP's work. Link to his Twitter is in the chat. Just scroll up and look for it. So, thank you for listening on that one. Okay, I think we are officially. Let me make sure the music is back up. Okay, make sure music is back up. Okay. We are officially caught up. Daryl. The X-ray get you def go play it. One of the big girls from Senran Kagura. Okay, so I will keep that up. Thank you guys so much. Queen of the butt cheeks. That's what you guys got some OnlyFans shit. OnlyFans trying to buy TikTok too. It's on peak. I'm gonna risk it all. It's peak. That is peak. That is straight up peak right there. We skipped the heartbeat. Definitely skipped the heartbeat. So that's just what I need you. Yeah, it does. I'm like, you just like Elena's haircut. The outfit is cool. Okay, then. It's the shape of the cut, not a slant. They should have made his hair flow along naturally. We're gonna hear a remix of Beats in My Head from Third Strike. We're gonna hear a freaking remix of Beats in My Head for Street Fighter when she releases. Yeah, I'm calling it now. Weathering Waves is getting sent. Oh, that's right. Woo-Wah is getting censored too. It's very interesting what's going on here. Love the ones who affects 3D models. Thank you guys so much. Maki doing Bowsette for just gender visibility. God, I remember I remember how big that Bowsette trend was back in the day. God, that was like 6 years ago. Yeah, I think that was like 6 years ago. The Bowsette trend was so huge, was such a big thing too. I think drawing Mario Kart women would be fun too. It is fun. It is fun. So Makini is TikTok takes me off. We need Makoto back. We need Makoto back. We need Makoto back. Okay. I'm probably not going to do anything dynamic this time. Maybe we can. I don't know. No. Listen. So let's get a good sketch of Rosalina today, and then let's get a good sketch going, and then let's see where we go from there. Okay. Let's see where we can go from there. Okay. Are we good? Makoto for the win. I agree. Okay, turn off recording. Perfect. Okay, turn on recording. And let me get my Pomodoro clock going as well. Let me get that Pomodoro clock going here real quick. And let me turn on. Where's my Pomodoro? Where's my Pomodoro timer? Right, there we go. Pomodoro timer. We're going. It's rare to do some cards. I think what was more impressive was the bike that I did. I was like, I don't draw bikes that much. I think I was able to kind of skirt that because of the wheels and stuff like that. But I'm serious. I really don't draw bikes that often. So that was fun. That was kind of fun. I kind of gave Peach's bike a little bit of an Akira, even though there's some Kira nods too. Treatment. So let's do. Let me change the canvas. Let me change the canvas size here. Canvas size. So that is 961 by 1080. Let's do. Let's go a little larger. So that way you guys have a. Okay, here. File. Then we're gonna export time lapse. Record time lapse. Okay, let's do a. I'm gonna shrink this real quick. Okay, let's shrink this. Let's do a good rough. Let's talk about the Bowsette thing. You're making me feel old. I'm 21, dude. I was 28 when that whole Bowsette trend turned out. So that was. What, 7 years ago? Yeah, I think that was like 7 years ago. That whole Bowsette trend was going. Well, it was the whole thing with the peach mushroom. I think it was like a meme of like all these different Mario characters eating like this peach kind of mushroom. If you guys remember Bouette too. Oh, that was cool. That was a fun trend though. That was fun. Okay, let's go ahead and I just see my people. I was like, what the freak? Dang it, Jay. How dare you? Okay, let's do it. Let's see if we can get a good rough going. I have an idea for those, but let me see. Let's play around. Let's play around to see what we can come up with, okay? What we want is, and we're doing Rosalina in her pro racer attire. So So costumes are a thing in Mario Kart Tour. So that's gonna be very, very interesting. So expect more fan art. Not from me specifically, but expect more fan art once those costumes come out. Want to see more of those costumes and characters and stuff like that. Expect a lot more fan art to like see on Twitter. So, I mean, not gonna lie, Mario Kart Tour. It looks like Nintendo are really cooking with this one, but that pricing structure definitely is not a. Is not a. Is definitely not. Definitely not on everybody's targets, but like I said, it may seem, unfortunate thing is that it may seem to win in the end because like I said, Switch 2 pre-orders are already sold out in the UK, man. Switch 2 pre-orders are already sold out in the UK right now, so I don't know, and I just think Doug Bowser really I think Doug Bowser really kind of soured the fan base, with his comments recently, especially if you're too broke to get a Switch 2, then get a Switch 1, and it's like, I don't know, man. That's not. I don't know. That's. The reason. Listen, Switch 2 is going to be a success regardless of controversy or not, regardless of price. Switch 2 is going to be a success because it's Nintendo, and you're going to have the diehards and such like that. And I think I'm going to probably dedicate my next video. I think I'm probably going to dedicate my next commentary video just on the whole Nintendo thing and kind of my thoughts on the whole Nintendo Switch 2 pricing and such like that, because there's a lot of Nintendo defenders, there's a lot of Nintendo. Wait, his last name is Doug. No, I'm serious. The president of Nintendo of America, his name is Doug Bowser. It's no joke. I like this one. Maybe not. Kind of like this one. Maybe not. That's a maybe not on this one. Let's do. What was the other one that I did? What was the other one that I liked? You used to be a part. Oh, Emerald, you saw Events video, didn't you? You saw main Events video. Yes, he used to be a part of EA. I think people are gonna forget that. People didn't forget that. Yes, Doug Bowser actually used to be a part of EA. He used to work for EA. So, yeah. He used to work for EA. So, EA ain't BS, man. Oh, man. Yeah, and they're not even going to drop the price on the original Switch anyway, so. They're not even going to drop the price on the original Switch anyway, so I'm not sure if that is going to be. Yeah, but the whole thing was like, if you're too broke, if you're too broke to get the Switch 2, then you can always get the Switch. But then it's like, you saying that doesn't really help because prices on the original Switch aren't going to drop when the Switch 2 releases. So, I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, I guess the ultimate question is, what are we doing here? This is my good question. So what are we doing? I mean, it's just, you're gonna have the Switch diehards. Granted, you're gonna have the Switch diehards. It's not gonna, they're still gonna buy the stuff regardless. It's just, I don't think, let's continue. I don't know. I might dedicate a video on this. I don't hate. I'm not. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicting minds here. I'm kind of definitely in like. I just don't think the pro consumer thing is. Ultimately, I feel like it's just gonna fall on deaf ears because Switch 2, people are gonna buy it. It's gonna be a system sell. It's gonna be a huge seller. That's not gonna change anything, man. I don't know. I don't know, but what is going to change is the landscape because what Nintendo will likely be doing and what Rockstar, even to an extent, will be doing is setting a dangerous precedent, and it's probably going to set the, pushing, gaming as more of a luxury item, a luxury commodity than, something that was always available to everyone. Gaming should never be the case in my humble opinion, because you're going to have more physical releases that are going to be like $80 to $100 now at base price. And are there going to be, is there going to be actual actual price drops though? After a couple months or so? Likely not. Like, I know for a fact that PC probably won't be. This is regressing. I agree. This is regressing because I know for a fact that PC ain't gonna have any of this. I know Steam ain't gonna have any of this and such like that. And I think there's gonna be, it's gonna be opening themselves up to. I think what they're doing is opening themselves up to, the indies and double A titles to. The indies, double A's to really find a breakthrough, and even the Eastern titles to find a breakthrough. Like, freaking hell! I just realized, Eli. I just realized this. We got Ananta, Neverness to Everness, and Arknight's Infield dropping this year. So the gacha titles are going to be just blowing up like crazy. But like I said, I'm only keeping it to 3 at a time. But I will be interested. Like, although I'm keeping it to Zenless, Snowbreak, and Nikkei, I'm willing to try Ananta, though. I am definitely willing to give Ananta a shot as some kind of basically like a GTA clone. It'll be interesting. Of course, Enzoi doing his thing, and just a lot of Japanese titles doing this thing too. It's just, it used to be a luxury, now it's pretty much become a standard game, and it's going backwards now. I don't think anybody likes that. I don't think anyone is going to like that, though. I just don't think anybody's going to like that. Now, what I do like is this pose. But let's go ahead and switch that up. Real quick. I do like this pose. So what if... Can we do this from the top? Can we do this from the top? Let's. It won't be a fully GTA clone, but I'll try it. Yeah, it looks interesting enough that I will try it though. That's my thing. Maybe not this year. Ananta, yeah, but Arknight's Infield is looking to be this year. Neverness to Everness might be this year too. Plus, we just got another gacha title starting to make waves too. Oh, don't forget Azir Permilia. Okay, I was excited about. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We will definitely see. But as far as me, I'm not getting a Switch 2. I've already said multiple times that, PS5 is basically my PS5 is gonna be my last console. It's just I'm going PC moving forward. I'm just going PC. Oh, damn, what's going on? What's going on? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny with the whole, especially with that whole Genshin boycott ish is going on. That Zenless is like the beloved darling of Zenless is like the most beloved of all Hoyoverse titles, mainly because it's their baby. It's the developer's baby. It is clearly it's their baby, and they probably put a lot more care on it than Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, which got significant which are much more popular than Zenless right now, but this probably won't be for long. Come on, man! They just shut. Oh, and speaking of which, Emerald, they just shut down. What was it? The recent Samurai Kagura title and the Samurai Kagura title. I think New Leaf got doing end of service on that one, and it's like this series is dead, man. This series is dead. I remember 7 years ago. After I remember 8 years ago, Peach Beach Splash. Everybody was playing Peach Beach Splash, and then there was that tease for SK7, and it's like Sony screwed that up too, and it's like, damn. It's kind of a funny thing because it's like, damn, the age of kind of like we're almost in this new age of fan service titles now. And it's like, it's okay now. It's okay to make those kind of games. It's okay to make those kind of games now. It's like we're in this new age of fan service. And it's not coming from Japan. It's like I was saying, it's like China and Korea are picking up the ball for that, though. And it's like Japan's been on the back, and I hate saying that because Japan's been on the back foot now. Much on the back foot. Because China and Korea just like freaking just destroying them, beating them at their own game, Their own game. I'm like, damn. How'd that happen, man? How'd that happen? It's crazy, man. The pioneers here. So this is freaking. I do agree. I think somebody needs to buy up that IP. I think somebody needs to buy up that IP. Like, there's clear potential right there. Christine, good morning. Okay, I'm liking this one. I might be into this one. We might do this one. Let's do. Let me take a look. Let me see. You guys know how much I love my low angles. So. You guys know how much I love my low angle shots. Still coming up with it. I still got 10 minutes. I don't know. It's just low angles feel much more. Low angles are like much more interesting to me. Low angles are much more dynamic. Low angles feel a little bit more dynamic. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, show hands, huh? See if a really cool looking like Kart like right behind it. Okay. Show of hands. Do you guys like the standard one? You guys kind of like the standard pose? Do you like the high? Do you like from above? Do you like the above angle? Do you like the low angle? From below. Jace is from below. Emerald says from above. Emerald likes the from above the angle. So from above, from below. What do you guys say? Above, Kale. No, you gotta pick one. Difficulty likes the above angle. He likes the above. I think because the above feels more fleshed out than from below. Oh, I have a thing for low angles now. You guys don't have a thing for low angle. Angle. Chaos West is above. Okay then. You guys like the above one. So let's do the above one feels much more the above one feels much more fleshed out, so I'll say that. So let's do above. Okay, let me move this over then. And then I'm gonna put this up here. Put this up here. We still got 6 minutes. Okay. Let's get a good rough going. Okay, above it is. You guys like the above angle. You guys like the above angle. There's no 4. What are you doing? Chaos. I can only count to 4, okay? Okay, you guys like the above angle, so let's do it. Let's do above angle. Angle then. So I don't do that many. I don't do that many above angle shots there. It's cool. I don't get to do that many above angle shots. Especially if you could pay really good attention to sunlight. If you can really pay really good attention to the sunlight too. You pay really close attention to the sunlight on this one. Let's do it. I still want to do a bunny girls though. But let's tilt. I'll tilt that. Let's see if we can tilt that, make it feel more dynamic, make it feel a little bit more dynamic. There we go. We can, if you add up these numbers, you know, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, Sean. Very good. I like that. I was gonna say, if you add up those numbers, they look like a thunderbolt. That might be the Thunderbolts numbers too. Oh my god, this is crazy. It's crazy. Well, it's kind of funny with because Ubisoft. Speaking of which, Ubisoft are not having a good week because you guys noticed, because after releasing the masterpiece, the magnum opus that is AC Yasuke Simulator, that's the treat shot. After releasing that magnum opus and basically coping hard, you know, being acquired by Tencent, or at least having a subsidiary being acquired, having 10% stake, shutting down Leamington Studios, and they're calling a lawsuit. So if you guys remember the first Crew, which I still have my copy of the Crew, calling all units, and I'm looking at it now, and it is nothing but paperweight because Ubisoft decided to shut down the servers, and Ubisoft decided to shut down the servers and everything over a premium price title. They are embedded in a lawsuit. Ubisoft are embedded in a lawsuit, and the thing I absolutely adore, the thing I love is that now they're doubling down to dismiss, as a way to dismiss the lawsuit set against them, because we pay for a product, not a live service. Well, we pay for a product, not a rental. This isn't a digital ownership. This is a physical copy. And you went ahead and shut down the servers. You didn't even have the gall to actually put in offline mode for the original Crew. The modders are taking care of that, by the way. And now they're doubling down, saying, we basically, the game that we all spent like what, $60 on was just a rental. like Yubi, like I can't, like, we go hard, you be soft, okay? All right, y'all be soft. We be hard, y'all be soft, okay? I mean, you be soft. Like, at this point, do we have any sympathy? I don't have any sympathy for you anymore. Any sympathy for you anymore, dude. But you expect me? You really expect me? You really expect me to have any sympathy for this company? No. Just no sympathy whatsoever. And it's like, no, this lawsuit, no, this isn't considered a product. People actually paid for this product, you know, expecting that, you know, the servers would be online a little longer, or maybe at least make an offline patch. You could have done that. And of course, you announced it. Of course, in the wake of your freaking lawsuit, you had to announce that both the Crew 2 and Motorfest will be getting an offline patch in the future. And the freaking Yves needs to testify as well. I agree, because remember, 3 of their Ubisoft higher-ups are also on trial for sexual misconduct. So, Yubi, I don't, Guillermo, guys, listen, this, you need to fail this lawsuit. You need to lose this lawsuit. Y'all could have had the right idea when you announced that this game was shutting down all of its services, and so you're not realizing that this isn't a free-to-play game. This is a full-priced game that people paid $60 on. And you don't even have the decency to either do a refund, or even maybe just do an offline patch of some sort, so that people can still play the original game? And now they're trying to dismiss the lawsuit, stating that, you know, we just paid for a rent, we just rented the game out for 8 years, basically. The Crew came out in 2014. No, scratch that. For like 8 years at this point, because it shut down the service in like 2023, if I'm correct. 5-minute break. Yeah, I'm a little. Yeah, Ubisoft deserves to lose this lawsuit. They deserve to lose this lawsuit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Whew. Speaking of which, Sungrand is live today. Sungrand is live. Working lap. 5 minute. We're on a 5-minute break, basically. 3 full pages off. Ooh. Yeah. Don't upgrade them, apparently. Oh, wait, Yasuke gets a movie? The freak? Okay. Oh, I gotta share this. I gotta share this one for. Sean, I have horrible news. I have terrible news. Source 2 is gonna be Jones. Oh yeah, and Schedule 1 is a problem, apparently. Schedule 1 is doing so incredibly well. Schedule 1 is doing so incredibly well that they will now have they're getting copyright sued or something like that. The Netflix DMC adaptation. I'm just saying we need some kind of like. I think they're getting sued. Yeah, they're supposed to be getting sued. I guess for copyright or something like that. I guess because they got popular. I guess, you know. I don't know. But Sean, I have horrible news. It's not concerning DMC, but Tectone's getting. I've been watching a lot of Tectone lately, so I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching a lot of Tectone lately. It's a lot of Tectone. Oh, that's right, Black Beacon. That's what the title is. Black Beacon looks interesting. What was it? I don't know. But Sean, I have horrible news to tell you. I got horrible news for you.
Just when you thought that it couldn't get any worse when it comes to failing up in the video game industry, we have an update to the failed Concord developer Professor Brown, also known as Wordle on X, or Lisa Brown, the lead developer for Concord, that got let go when Firewalk was shutting down. And I was very curious to see where this person would end up, and wouldn't you know it, they're failing upward. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Very similar to the Corinne Bush situation at BioWare, where that dude quit, jumped ship, and then found their way into working at Skeleton Key Studios for Wizards of the Coast and launched their career into the stratosphere when it came to failing upwards. No matter how much money they lost BioWare and EA, they found a place to land on their feet and succeed. And here we have a very similar situation with Lisa Brown, Professor Brown, ironically, now leaving Firewalk when that shut down and ending up at EA. God, the nepotism in the game industry never ceases to amaze me. So, hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down how Prof. Brown has been hired on by Electronic Arts to work as a lead developer at a massive AAA company. Because why wouldn't somebody fail upward when they cost a company upwards of $400 million with the failure of Concord? Sure, let's hire him. What could possibly go wrong? Now, before I even go too far in this video, this is for informational and commentary purposes only. Do not harass, contact, or threaten any individuals mentioned within. Criticism is to be directed at the industry trends itself and public behavior only. This is never about personal attacks, and I want to be very clear about that because some reason talking about situations in the game industry that involve the people that work in it seem to get pretty offended pretty quickly when all you're really doing is pointing at a situation and saying, that doesn't seem right. Well, here we go again. In the never-ending spinning revolving door of the AAA game development world, another familiar name has reemerged once again. Lisa Brown, or infamously known as Professor Brown, the former lead developer at Firewalk Studios on the ill-fated live service shooter Concord. Someone who I've spoken about in great detail previously, thanks to an insider.
John's gonna be working for EA next.
At Firewalk Studios.
Sean, I found this. I love this. Sean, I found this, by the way. You didn't realize. Sean, I love this. I want you to see this. Oh my god, where is it? Let me find it. Oh my god, it's considered your favorite TV show of all time. That's right.
So this was really weird. So in the first episode of Devil May Cry, they had this character in the beginning of the show. There's no way, right?
The radical left is already using this to push their agenda that America should step down from our role as quote-unquote global policemen.
With tech like that, it was probably the Russians.
Now, the government, the corporatists that own it, and their loyal propagandists in the news media want you to blame the Russians. How stupid stupid do they think we are, folks? Huh?
This was a strike against God himself!
Carried out by sophisticated.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
A network of terrorist demons from hell!
Terrorist demons. I think I missed that one in Sunday school.
I will say that it's kind of crazy that he's wearing a white shirt, he has my same beard, and he's missing teeth. That is very...
Whoa, Nako, hang on. Hold on a second. We gotta get back to this. We're gonna get back to this, I promise. Hold on. Excuse me, Studio Mirror? Oh, shit. I've had enough of Studio. Are you serious? I am done with Studio Mirror and Netflix. Studio Mirror did this? Oh my god. Oh,
very, very interesting. They actually combined Asmon and Alex Jones. Wait, but isn't that character actually right? Yes, he is. Everybody else is laughing at him and calling him stupid, but it turns out that he was...
Studio Mirror is an animation studio. Studio Mirror is an animation studio. They've done a lot of work. I'm most notable for Voltron, for the Netflix Voltron, but they did the entire animation for The Legend of Korra, which I still think the animation is the best part about that show. It's the freaking fight scenes. It's all done by Studio Mirror. It's so they have a huge yeah, they have a huge track record. So they've done they do incredible work. Studio Mirror and Netflix are both a joke these days. Yeah, Korean made, American directed.
He's actually right about everything. It's crazy the level of accuracy this is.
Netflix, listen to me very carefully. We can make a deal. There's a lot more where that came from.
I found myself sexually excited at the sight of cartoon horses.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue. Let's go. Oh, did you see Jaffe's? Jay, did you see Jaffe's meltdown over what Asmongold said? Back. Oh, dude, it's crazy. Bro, that's crazy. That is crazy. The Netflix DMC. The Netflix Devil May Cry is a freaking joke. We can all agree on that. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they showed up. It's dressed. This is like a kind of the same thing. I like, okay, real talk. There are aspects of Legend of Korra that I do like. And I mean that. I legitimately mean that there are aspects of Legend of Korra that I do like. It's just, as an Avatar successor, I just don't think I think it just missed the mark. And it's a shame because the concepts they set up, I really like. The animation, especially the fight scenes, are freaking top notch. Like, seriously. It's just fight scenes are freaking top notch. Zahir has to be one of, if not the best villain in the entire franchise. Hands down. Like, Season 3 works because of Zahir. A strong villain in Zahir. It's just a lot of other stuff that I think falls flat. Fell flat with that because it focused way too heavy on shipping. That's the first thing. I think it focused way too heavy on, in some aspects, it focused way too heavy on shipping to the point where the whole, with Korra and Asami going into the spirit world in the finale was just done to appease the shippers, basically. That show just kind of takes it away, though. Feels like there's a lot of it feels like there's not clear conclusions to what happened to the entirety of the original cast. Like, so many things are still kind of left up in the air. I guess you could say. So many things are kind of left up in the air. It's in Korra herself. Well, I did like the character. It did kind of like dip into the Mary Sue kind of Ray kind of territory in some aspects, not all of it, just in sometimes it did. It's just, I think my biggest thing was like, I feel like a lot of potential was squandered just to appease shipping, just for shipping purposes, though. I just think a lot of ideas were really squandered just for shipping purposes. That's just my opinion. And speaking of which, Snowed Up, hail, skull, and tuck and roll to the one, the only, the dub. Snowed Up, good to see you, man. And Snow, you may not ever want Asmongold on the Tuck and Roll show or Cod Council, and this is why.
I found myself sexually excited at the sight of cartoon horses.
You may not want him on the Tech and Roll show, nor the Cod Connection. Speaking of which, how'd you? No, it's like no. I'm just saying, how'd your kid? You be like Antoine Dodson. How'd your kids? How'd your wife? How'd your horses? No, I'm sorry to tell you that. It's a little in joke. I regret to inform you. Snow, I regret to inform you. You can't get, for some reason, that horse is like, that horse just won't stay dead. I'm sorry, Snow. Anyway. They're so smug. They love to smell their own voice. I agree. It's just, man, this is an interesting time we're in, you know? Stupid horses everywhere. Stupid horse. Don't worry, no horses allowed in this stable. So don't worry. Ain't gonna be drawing horses anytime soon. They do. I totally agree with you. You're not wrong. It's just, man, you're not wrong on that one. And it's kind of funny because like now I think about it, I'm like, wow, it's been 10 years since book 4 of The Legend of Korra. It's been 10 years since. Wow, it's a lot has changed in 10 years. a lot has definitely changed in those 10 years since, you know? I find that very interesting about, find that very interesting, because it's like, it feels like 2015 was like a simpler time then, but then again, you know, of course 2015 was like the whole thing with GG and such like that. We were kind of more core friendly GG and such like that. The room, yeah, I've seen it. Lucky. Talk to Riot Kitty about the Ruby fandom, because talk to Riot Kitty about the Ruby fandom, 'cause I don't think they're gonna come back. There was a great video. Speaking of which, there was a really good video. I'm doing a refined. I'm basically doing a refined base sketch. Okay, speaking of which, there was a really good Ruby video, in my humble opinion, and there was a really good Ruby video, and the video was Ruby needs to take notes from Zenless Zone Zero specifically, not Hoyoverse games, but Zenless Zone Zero, and it's like that's actually a good thing, because I think one thing that Zenless has, and I think Ruby could desperately use, is this coolness factor. There's a coolness factor to Zenless when it comes to the world and it comes to the designs of the characters and such like that. Ruby needs to have, I think Ruby, if Ruby was rebooted, I think it should follow more of the Zenless route, where it's over the top. Where it goes over the top, but there's this coolness factor, like this serious coolness factor when it comes to the character designs and such like that. Maybe go for something a bit more. Maybe go for something that is a bit more in the realm of an urban fantasy for Ruby. I could see that, like in fantasy, like I don't know. It's just. I think there's just a whole lot of. I saw that video and I was just like, wow, that's a good. I should have showed it to Riot Kitty, but then I was like, Riot Kitty actually commented on that, and I was like, agreed with their talking points. Like, yeah, like Ruby, like I think Ruby definitely needs to. I think Ruby was missing that coolness factor. That I think could have given it, you know, which it kind of got with the anime adaptation. Kind of got that with the anime adaptation, but I think it could have been more. I think it could have need to be, you know, more of it, I guess you could say. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think? But I think going more the going more of the urban fantasy direction would be really interesting. It'd be just me, but the eyes look off. Hey. Oh, I gotta do this again. Thank you. I gotta do this again. Thank you. Emerald, thank you so much. I gotta do this again. Let's look off. Okay. So I'm like trying to match Rosalina's eye shape, and at the same time like do it in the style that I've been doing it. So, Emerald, thank you. I think ZP was one who kind of corrected the. I still want to kind of go back and do the Bobby Girls. You could do like an urban fantasy kind of like Ruby approach. I think make something like that, something more akin to Zenless with that over the top, especially with a more over the top visual style that has really appealing, but very appealing character design. Stuff that, you know, stuff that kind of, you know, designs that kind of that kind of hit that nice middle ground between appealing and fan service. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that would be. I think that would be. I think going that route. I think is because, but there has to be a coolness factor to it, though. I think ultimately there has to be some kind of coolness factor that really kind of brings it all together. You know? It's kind of funny. It's like, but then again, if it was to reboot, you know, it's gonna upset a lot of people because, you know, Ruby has definitely built a strong, dedicated fan base. So maybe make something that is more in the vein of, say, like an alternate timeline Ruby, I guess. Something that's more in the vein of an alternate timeline kind of Ruby that kind of works, where it's like it seems to be where it's like they honor, like it's a way that's like a new face, but in a way at the same time it does a good job of honoring Monty's original vision of the series too. Because I have been hearing how much it kind of like it starts to kind of leer off in later volumes. You know, I don't know. But Viz Media owns the brand now, not Rooster Teeth. I don't know. It sounds like it could be like a prime candidate for something to get like the Hoy. I guess I can call we'll call it the Hoyoverse makeover, the Hoyoverse treatment. You know, a jaded perspective. If I didn't have a jaded perspective of reboots, maybe. Why are we talking about reboots? Damn. Damn, Mako, how dare you, man? Good for you, man. And Riot Kitty's not here. All right, thank you, Castle. Thanks for being here. Yeah, how dare you do that and Riot Kitty not be here to offer her perspective on it. Son of a bubble guppy. What the freak? What the freak, Riot? Okay, Lucky Nico goes, oh my god, I don't have a pet. I don't have a pet, Chaos. What are you talking about? In no way I'm getting a Switch 2 at this point. Let alone a Switch. Just I'm done with I think like I said, PS5, last console I'm going to buy. That's my last physical console. Like everything is PC. Everything is PC. And either PC or just whatever I have, you know. I don't like that my PS5 is collecting dust, but it has to be. It's just I just don't think that I think this generation has definitely been underwhelming. I think this generation has been weak, to say the least. Damn. Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. This is. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's, some FFT, food for thought. Some food for thought. Are the eyes much less off this time, guys? I'm just doing a more refined, more refined sketch. We have not 10 minutes left. I know we have been lollygagging around like crazy right now, so let's see. Like I said, the peach one is going to be on the peach one is going to be on Monday. We'll have a peach video on Monday. So video on Monday. If not Monday, then definitely Tuesday. Then we can make it a Tuesday thing. And like I said, guys, unfortunately, I do have to work this weekend. So yeah. I know I grown too, but I do have to work this weekend. So looks like there won't be a peak gaming stream tomorrow night. I'll see if I can get I still need to get stuff together for Makini Live this Sunday, but until then it's just it'll just be this show and Makini Live this Sunday, nothing else. Now next week is going to be much more interesting though. Next week is going to be much more interesting because because I think I am going to be starting my new work schedule, which will be 10 to 7. So what that means is that Makini in the morning will be cut to... Makini in the morning will likely start early. Next week, it'll start early, maybe at 6:30. But the shows will be cut down to at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours at best. Because I gotta get ready for work. So I have a longer... I prefer being more at home in the evenings. I prefer having I'm a morning guy. I'm a morning guy at heart, but I prefer to be at home in the evenings, not... Okay. Anyway, like I said, I prefer to be at home in the evenings, basically. My favorite Nintendo princess is the one I'm drawing right now. I know you guys. I know I've drawn Peach at least. I've drawn Peach at least twice, 3 times right now, just because it's really convenient. It gives good ideas, but Rosalina is best girl, and I will fight you. Fight you if I have to. Yeah, Rosalina hands down. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's Rosa. It's Rosa for Nintendo princesses. It's Cynthia for Pokemon. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Both girls really, both Rosa and Cynthia really just kind of hit that neuron activation for me. I understand. Rosalina. I have Rosalina all day, baby. All day, every day. I love drawing Rosa, okay? I love drawing Rosa. More than I do Peach, even though I've drawn Peach more. As far as Pokemon, and like I said, as far as Pokemon characters go, it's Cynthia. Yeah. Fucking damn. The Cynthia fan art is mental. The Cynthia fan art is like, I should be drawing this girl more often. I sent for both, man. I sent for both, bro. You ain't gonna change my mind. You right here, And when I say Zelda, I prefer original Prudent son over wrong one. Okay, that's fair. I'm just saying, you ain't gonna turn, you ain't gonna turn coat. You ain't gonna change my mind on that one. Okay, you have people like. Just that there's that elegance to them. There's just that elegance to them, and the fact that just like the hair, it's just the fact that the hair over one eye is just like mysterious yet elegant, yet like very sophisticated, and just like very just like a neuron activation for me. And I've seen enough Cynthia fan art to just be like, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just really that elegance that really attracts me to both characters, in my humble opinion. What is going on outside? Sorry. How dare you make me look up Cynthia and Rosalina right now? Emerald, how dare you? You know what the funny part is? Camilla probably falls in that same. Camilla, it's like the same thing I feel about Cynthia and Rosalina is probably the same thing I feel about Camilla as well from Fire Emblem. It fits that archetype. Maybe it's just an archetype I got a thing for. Maybe it's the hair over one. Maybe it's just the hair over one eye archetype that I have a thing for. She was cool. Yes, she was cool. I did not realize that until Brawl that was Sheik and Zelda were the same character. I was like, oh. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. I don't know what Pokemon went from being too kind to made. Most like a be kind guy. Wiki's underrated. These heartless. Listen, bro, that's gonna get into a discussion we're gonna be here all day for, man. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Like I said, for me, it's Cynthia, and likely because I've drawn her at least 3 times at this point, it's Hilda. Hilda. Because I've drawn Hilda like multiple times. Bro, you don't want to get into me with that. I'm just saying. Oh my god. No, I do agree. I look at Rosa. I look at Rosa and Cynthia the way I look at Panam and Judy. It's like you want to romance both, but canonically you can't. You have to pick one. Oh, Pokemon's got too many. Pokemon's got way too many. It's like a jaw meme. I'll take your entire. It's like a jaw meme. I'll take your entire stock. I'll take your entire stock, basically. It's never slim pick. It's never slim pickings. The pick of the you get the pick of the litter right there, man. I think Joe. It was like I think it's like Joe Bower's got like Cynthia. I think it's total of 9,163 fan art of Cynthia on that one site alone. That's insane. It's too much for me. Like it's Cynthia's Bay to me. Okay. Oh, don't make me draw Cynthia again. How dare you, Emerald? Stop. Why'd you ask me this question? Because you know that's what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to be drawing Cynthia again. How dare you, dude? How dare you try? How dare you try? How freaking dare you, dude? Dare you? I'm on a 5-minute break. I'm on a 5-minute break. Okay, how dare you, Emerald? Because I'm looking up Cynthia right now. I'm looking up Cynthia right now, dude. How dare you? To me. How dare you try to ask me that question? I feel like I was trapped. You tricked me. Dang. Cynthia's Bay, Rosalina's Bay, okay? It's like... I can't say no, okay? That's like kryptonite. Oh, that's gonna be quote. Oh, that's gonna be quoted out of context. Cynthia's my kryptonite. I'm sorry. I just found her design. Like when I first played Platinum, I was like, I am just like, her design so striking. The thing I remember is so much about Platinum. That's how much of an impression she left on me. And Platinum was the last Pokemon game I ever played, so I'm just... Cynthia's playing like this elegant deck. We just fucking bring you the fuck. Oh, I'm gonna get so clipped off of this. I'm so clipped off of this. Cynthia's like that. Cynthia Rosalina, they give off that vibe of like the hair over one eye is one thing. The blonde is another thing. It's just like it's that level of elegance that tells you Cynthia has that level. Let me describe this. Oh, I'm gonna get clipped for this. I'm gonna get clipped for saying this. Cynthia has the elegance of... Oh. This is how I describe Cynthia, okay? But bro, this is I'm gonna show you one of my favorite drawings of Cynthia. This is from Anima Tagashi, you can find it on Twitter. This is one of my favorite drawings of Cynthia. Cynthia is basically let me describe Cynthia in an easy way here. Okay, this is the very elegant, okay, Cynthia's like elegant, high luxury, a softness to her, and almost kind of like a motherly kind of feel to her, just with the hair in one eye, but that also screams she is freaky. She is freaky. She is into that shit. Like the elegance is a cover up. You put a ring on this one. Cynthia and Rosalina scream elegant, ladylike, high luxury, and during the day, but secretly they are freaky as hell. She got that TTF on her. They into that shit. It's freaky for they are secretly that freaky to you. It's secretly that perverted. Sorry. That's my favorite drawing. That's my favorite drawing of. That's one of my favorite fan arts of Cynthia. It's just like, bro, you know from first glance she into that shit. She into that. She's terrifying. It's almost like a reverse. It's almost like a reverse 50 Shades of Grey in a way. You know she's into that shit. Same thing goes for Rosalina. I'm sorry, that hair over one eye is a cover up. She do so straight to make a brother change. I know exactly. You know you would lock that shit. Come on now. You know you saw that. You would lock that shit down to heartbeat. Lock that down to heartbeat. I'm just saying. They look like they look like they secretly be into that freaky kind of stuff. They would be into the freaky shit. They're a heavyweight in bed. Let's put it that way. They're a heavyweight. He's heavyweight. They've been around the block. They're clearly, they've had their share of encounters, and it's like, oh, I'm sounding like a weirdo now. Okay. Okay, so thank you, Power. How dare you? Thank you, Power. I sound like a weirdo now. Oh my god. Oh, Power, I can't believe you did that to me, bro. I can't believe that. Emerald, I can't believe you did this to me, man. How dare you? I feel like I feel like I've been I feel like this is a trap. This is so weird. Oh my god. What the fuck? Some people walking in like, what the fuck is he on? Blame Power. Blame Emerald for this one. And blame Power too, because he's not here. What the fuck? So thanks, Power. Thanks, Power. I think you asked me that. I think you asked me. I feel like you trapped me into asking me that question. If I haven't asked you guys a question, it's Rosalina. It's Rosalina all the way, and it's Rosa all the way, and it's the same way I feel about Rosalina. It's the same way I feel about Cynthia. Maybe it's an archetype, and you could throw Camilla from Fire Emblem as well. What's that archetype? Maybe it's just I'm a sucker for that archetype. So the mysterious ones I'm really into. So it's like, yes, I have a thing for the mysterious ones. But I've ever since Ikaruga, I think it's like ever since, but I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. Ever since Ikaruga was my favorite character in Senran Kagura, I have developed such a soft spot for serious-minded characters. Like, I just have a thing for serious-minded. I have a thing for serious-minded girls who clearly have a soft spot. very soft. It was like, what do you think? What do you think? I go to bat. I go to bat for Rappy so hard. I go to bat for Rappy so hard because she fits that perfect archetype. Serious minded, yet incredibly soft. Yet incredibly soft, though. Serious minded, but she has a very soft side to her. It's like it's just that's a weakness for me. It's just a weakness. And I think it's just like in the same way. It's just like the same way. It's just like in the same way. Just like with Rosalina and Cynthia. It's just like that elegant. It's just like that very elegant, like that mysterious, alluring, elegant blonde too. Blonde. Sorry, the hair over one eye just does it for me. It's like it has to be a combination of all that. So yeah, I gotta type. I gotta freaking type. Shut up. Oh my god. But I also think with like I also think I noticed this. I also think I noticed this, and I think this is just like not addressing the elephant in the room. And I think the other thing, the elephant in the room, is just like with Cynthia, Rosalina, even Camilla to extent. I think that it's the hair over one eye. For one, it's that like that elegant hair over one eye, like high class like attitude they have. But at the same time, they are very they're soft to a point where it's very they act very motherly towards others, and I think that's just my like in Camilla's case, acting like a big sister. And I think it's just in terms just kind of like how protective they can be, are to other people around them. It's like, all right. I don't know. It's like you kind of hit. It's like you're hitting a lot of the faces. Maybe that's why Mama Bear and me work so well. On the street. I also think the funny thing is like the funny thing with those three, and I think they just don't want to. I think the developers don't want to address this. I think the developers don't want to address this or something. I think Cynthia is canonically busty. Busty. Just saying. I think Rosalina is gone. That's just me. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent right now. Oh, I'm afraid to look at the live chat right now. Okay. I love you guys let me go off on it and just like let me embarrass myself on stream right now. So thank y'all. You guys are amazing. Best chat ever. Okay, let's finish the sketch real quick. So you could thank Emerald right here for feeling it just for trapping me right now. Okay, so we're just like I said, we're just doing a refined. We're just doing a refined rough. We're just doing a refined rough sketch. Before we can kind of like go into the line art too. And I love how you guys say no to nah. Okay, let's see. I'm mad at Emerald right now because I feel like you just. I should probably clip that segment out. Just like. Freaking ZP, how dare you, dude? Bro, how dare you? Honestly, if I feel the same way when I find somebody else, it's just to me. No, because we went on to freaking Nintendo Girls, and I'm like, bro, Emerald, how dare you? You can trick me. I'm gonna roll the top up. I'm just gonna roll the top up just a little bit, though. Roll the top up, just like. I said, I don't think this is gonna be me. I still need to do, and I still want to do Bunny Girls next week, though. So. I don't know what those are. It's like I'm not a fan of big. I'm not a fan of like. It's so weird. It's so weird to me because it's like I'm not a fan of like huge lips, but I really do try to do very nice, like kissable looking lips, though. Which is probably this is probably going to give me a lot more. It's probably this is going to be a lot more. It's going to give me a lot more to work with because with the summer months coming in, summer months going to come in real soon. So summer swimsuit selection is going to make a return. Swimsuit selection is going to be, and I'm going to have a lot to work from too. So it's going to be fun. Rosalina is very huge. Very huge. Very huge. This is too much, King. This is too much. I'm sorry. I've been watching like Guitar Rock lately. I've been watching like Guitar Rock and Tectone lately, okay? But I agree, Rosalina is a goddess. It's just like Marina. Don't you, Kenyon, don't you start with me on Marina, okay? Don't you dare. Don't you dare start with me on Marina, okay? We're not getting into this discussion, okay? It's like guarantee. The only Splatoon characters I ever draw are Marina and Shiver anyway, so Shiver. Don't you start, okay? We're not getting into this Nintendo Girls discussion because we're gonna be here all day. Because we're gonna be here all freaking day. Don't you start. Alright. Kenyon, I'm warning you right now. Don't you start with me on Marina, okay? Marina. Swear, chat, we are not doing this. Chat, we are not doing this today. Okay, we are not doing this. We are not doing this. Okay. You can smack that like button, make it jiggle, but we are not doing this. We're not getting to this Nintendo Girl discussion today. Okay, we are not doing this today. You're not gonna dissuade. You are not gonna dissuade me. Oh my god, that is just crazy. No, there's another thing I want to talk about, and I'm probably gonna save this for Sunday. Apparently, there's this game on Steam that is getting there's getting like petitions to have it removed. And it's just like, Steve, like, I'm just like, okay, all you're doing is giving this game more attention. That's all you're doing, is giving this game more attention. And I forgot what the title of it was, because I saw Madam Savvy's Twitter thread about it, and her responses to a lot of the people who are trying to call for this game to be censored, call for this game because abusing women and such like that. And it's like, what happened to the you control the buttons you press? What happened to the don't like it, don't buy it? But it seems to only go one way, basically. Sounds like this petition worked. I don't know. This game is already banned in like Australia and such like that, so you're actually reading that thread right now. Yeah, Emerald knows what I'm talking about. We might go into it on Makini Live on Sunday, because I'm in that camp of don't like it, don't buy it. You just ignore that. And there are hundreds of games on Steam just like that. From what I've read the description, it just seems like just another, like, okay, this is probably a little bit more riskier, but like a hentai visual novel. That's just all it is, man. Like it's basically just another like H-level visual novel. It's like a lot of it is like we haven't seen. It's not like it's nothing new to us, and it's like you understand that you understand that it's fictional. That's the trick. If you understand that this is fictional, and it's like, why are you singling this particular game out when there are hundreds of other games just like it? This is the one you want to try to petition to get it removed from the Steam platform. This one. When you know that there's 100 of like other shovelware titles like this on Steam right now. This is Jack Thompson. This is the Jack Thompson thing all over again. Yeah. because it won't stop there. You know it's the slippery slope. You know that shit won't stop there. Because you know it won't stop there. You guys know that it won't stop there. Because if this goes into another Puritanism debate, if this goes into like Goonergate kind of shit going on right now, then oh god. I'm just waiting for the usual suspects to speak up about this. What makes this one so different? Agreed. Like a lot of those adult titles are even in the Steam top sellers charts too. Oh, we're not doing this. We're not doing. I'm warning you guys. We're not doing this Goonergate shit again. I'm not falling back into that again. I've already, because you know it's gonna be the usual suspects. So, and it's like, okay, what happened to the whole? You know, you control the buttons you press. What happened to don't like it, don't buy it? You know, what happened to it's not made for you. So it's only okay on one side of the aisle, right? Okay. That's what I'm saying, man. Just talking straight at your ass. You ain't gamers, man. A lot. I think I'm just at this point when I'm just like, a lot of these activists just aren't gamers, man. Simply not. I'm sorry. This. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on this right here. And I gotta say, I'm digging it so far. Yeah, this is the kind of thing where it's like payment processors are not supporting Eastern titles because of this ish. Eastern developers, Eastern creators. When it comes to adult content, man, it's like. So Very Dark made a video about this. Madam Savvy is basically clapping back hard against him, and she got blocked for it, of course, obviously, because these people are pathetic. Sorry, man. Sorry. Do it. Just do it. Just go no holds bar on this. I'm like, yeah, what is it? It's like stuff that we haven't seen from like H anime. We've seen like from H stuff that deals with it is straight up, great and shit like that. But it's like clearly but there's hundreds of games like that are already on stream, so already on Steam. So again, it's not. I ain't playing it. I don't want to touch that. But it clearly there's an audience for it, and it's going to get more people on Steam. So if it's just the thing, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Don't like it, don't watch it. It's like, okay, then I've already did. It's not my thing, but I ain't going to advocate for censoring it. But it's just this ridiculous double standard. And I said this as a super chat, Smash 18. I'm like, take everything about this game and switch the genders out. And then you'll see. They won't say ish. Because the stuff like you see here is the stuff like 50 Shades of Grey was so popular back then. You know, stuff like you should be saying this about 50 Shades of Grey. You should be saying this about Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones had plenty of that stuff. Sorry, their argument holds no water here. Because this whole shit is going to be a freak. Because this whole ish is going to be, it's going to lead into a straight up, it's going to be a straight up, no holds barred, slippery slope. This is going to be a slippery slope. And if I got to fall back into this Gooner Gate shit again, and fuck. I really don't. I really don't, man. But if this shit, but hey, man, if this is allowed, then both things should be allowed. Then that's my stance. I'm sticking to it. If this is allowed, then everything else, the other stuff, should be allowed too. You can't do this pick and choose kind of thing, man. You really cannot. Like, this is okay, but this ain't. Okay, let's do the vehicle. Judging by the wheel itself, this looks too big for a cart. This might be too big for a cart. So let's do this. Let's do this as a full-blown. Let's do a full-blown car then. Rosa. I wonder if Rosa would be into. I noticed that she's the tallest. She's actually one of the tallest of the Mario Kart characters. She's actually one of the tallest ones, so it's very interesting. But I wonder if her elegance, if that pro racer outfit screams like something about this pro racer outfit screams like either some kind of like F1, like I don't know. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so this is just a rough sketch. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. We'll get into it on Sunday, man. I really don't want to get further into this, but here's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Something about Rosalina screams like some of that outfit screams very. And this is some of the other outfits, by the way. Because she has this pro racer outfit. This is another cute fan art, by the way. This is another piece of cute fan art right here. I'll show it to you right now. This is another piece of cute fan art. But something about Rosa screams. Something about this outfit screams Le Mans. Something like a Le Mans kind of prototype. I'm thinking of drawing something like this. Even though it'll be too big as a cart, but something either a Le Mans prototype, or what we could do is do an F1, something like maybe do something in the style of the old Williams. Yeah, I'm on Pinterest. Yeah, this is Pinterest. Something in the style of like I'm thinking F1. You thinking like an F1 design? Something like an open wheel. Something like an open wheel design. I don't know. Something like an open wheel design. I'm thinking open. Yeah, I'm thinking probably the same too. Something more open wheel. Something like open wheel. Maybe like a Formula One. Like something like a Bedasher. Like for example, Bedasher Mark 1 was actually based off of the Lotus Honda RA01 / Lotus 79. And Bedasher Mark 2 is meant to resemble a modern Formula One, a modern F1 car. So maybe a more Formula One design, or something that's more like an open cockpit, something that's more like an open wheel kind of look. I'm thinking like a futuristic open wheel design. Because it's kind of funny thing, when I did the Peach one, the bike had some cyberpunk influence. So I'm thinking something like this. Maybe she'd be into something mid-engine, something like a mid-engine cockpit. I don't know. Maybe it's trying to go with man. Something mid-engine, maybe like an open cockpit or something like that. That could be kind of cool. Maybe something like this. Some kind of like a Le Mans concept or something like that. I don't know. It's just I have fun doing this stuff. It'd be fun because I get to flex my automotive muscle a little bit. I get to flex my automotive design a bit, and I really do have a kink for specific designs too, for stuff that goes for a more futuristic kind of feel to it, something more imaginative and such like that. So I think that could be fun. So I think, ooh, this could be interesting like that, or something like. I could see her as like Italian. She's got an Italian flair with that outfit. So maybe something like a modified Lancia, like a Lancia Delta, maybe because the way I have that open wheel, maybe like a Lancia Delta with an exposed. A Lancia Delta or a Lancia Stratos with an exposed engine cover. Something that's sweeping, maybe like a sweeping fastback design. I don't know. I'm thinking about it right now because it's like, look up. Let me do like, let's do a Lancia Stratos. Let's do a Lancia Stratos with an open, but what I would like to do is like a Stratos is mid-engine, but like an exposed, something like a Stratos design with an exposed mid-engine though. Or something like a Group 5, like a exposed open wheel, an exposed open wheel design, an exposed mid-engine design. Something maybe take cues from the Nomad vehicles, from the Nomad Tomb vehicles in Cyberpunk. I don't know. Maybe something with an exposed engine though, because I'm thinking of Walter Kim's design or something like let's do, or we could do something like this. This is cool. It's like it's very straight. It reminds me of the this reminds me of the old Audi. It reminds me of the old Audi Auto Union Streamline, just with exposed engine though. Exposed engine cover. Exposed mid-engine, but it has this streamline like design to it. Let's try that. Okay, let's try that. This will be our, like I said, guys. So this will be our last 25. This will be our last 25 minutes. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna hit record, and we're gonna do this as a. So what I'm thinking is, it can be the back. This could be the back. That could be the back, and then this could be. It's not technically a cart now, is it? can do either like a monopostal chat, and it's still open cockpit, by the way. It's still open cockpit. It's not closed cockpit. Basically, never heard the term open wheel. Yeah, that's the best way to describe Formula One. It's open wheel. It's open wheel racing. The highest level of open wheel. Oh. Here, and maybe we could have some fun with the detail in the cockpit and such like that. Make sure the cockpit is much larger too. Look at the Astra Mark IV roof scoop. And originally, I was thinking of doing a maybe exposed side pods, something like a Dasher, basically. Well, she's starting to look like more like a race. Well, she's starting to get that race queen vibe too. Of a race queen. Have like the steering wheel, have like a F1 like steering wheel with like multiple buttons. The buttons are still like buttons for like a blue shell weapon items. That'd be cool. That'd be funny. And like we said, like we did with the Peach's drawing, do it in a way where have different decal stickers. But I'm thinking of making it a nod, since the first one I made it as a nod to the Peach drawing. I made it as like a little nod to Akira. I'm thinking of making this one as a little nod to maybe make the livery a nod to, I'm thinking Rothman's. I'm thinking the old Williams FW 1415. No, FW 16. I'm thinking livery, maybe a nod to Rothman Williams livery or something like Golf. Or since I know that livery is iconic, Golf. Do something like Golf Racing or something like that, or maybe Golf Racing. That'd be a fun little thing. And by the way, I rolled her shirt up. I rolled her shirt up a little bit. So yeah, you can see the bikini top underneath. Like, you think it starts as like a, fan service, like cheesecake piece, but then I put a lot of thought into like the design and such like that. Like, crazy with it. That's what I'm thinking. We got 10 people watching. You guys are freaking amazing. If we can get to 20 likes today, that'd be awesome. But I think we got it. Okay, I think we got it, So yeah, let's just go for an F1. Let's just go for a Formula One design. Let's go for an F1 look. Those side pods, with all the little side pods and such like that. All the roof scoops and such like that. Have the cockpit very open. Have very much an open cockpit right there. Have the cockpit visible. You have the cockpit visible. You can see the steering wheel. You can see the steering wheel. We can put little buttons on the steering wheel, just like that. Look at the buttons and such like that. Maybe buttons for summoning weapon, for pulling off weapons or something like that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I think we got the refined sketch. So before we do that, I do want to figure out where do I want. I think maybe have it bright. I'm thinking of just a bright sunny. I'm thinking a bright sunny day. So have the image of a bright sunny day. So maybe have the image of maybe have the sun glaring down on her or something like that. So sun glare. Small tarmac, such like that. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got something here. And like I said, I will refine this. I will refine the car behind her. It's not really a cart anymore. It's just now a car. Now it's a full so we'll do like a full like F1 car. If anything, if you want to go more into like the F1 design, we can shift the center part up a little up further, so that way. But it's got the suspension though. It's got to be, but she has to be tall enough. But because of how tall she is, she has to be able to seating position, so she'll be laying down in a very different kind of seating position. She's got maybe not go for a halo design, but go for like a windscreen. See, you got me. See now, Emerald, how dare you, Emerald? How dare you? You made me call for a band that's like never gets one with a car blood. So I played this idea. Okay, so I played with this idea, and I thought of this how would I do a gacha racing game? Basically, that was one of my ideas. Was like a gacha racing game, basically, and it's like MotorStorm meets Nikkei. It's MotorStorm. It's a post-apocalyptic scenario. It's civilizations. The idea was like, okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. How dare you, Emerald? How dare you make me go off on a tangent again? Let me turn on. Okay, let me open up this agreement. So this will be turn 5, and this will be Rosalina. Okay. I'm gonna hit some knowledge with you. I'm gonna hit some trivia with you real quick. Okay. I'm gonna open this up. I got 16 minutes. I'm gonna make this real quick. So I had this idea. So this was an idea, and I sketched this up too. And I did this as a word doodle. Here we go. So I was playing. I was playing Girls Frontline. I was playing Girls Frontline 2 at the time. I drew this, and I had this idea of a MotorStorm meets Girls Frontline / Nikkei, where it's like you have this. It's a post-apocalyptic. It's a post-apocalyptic age. It's a post-apocalyptic era where there are only 7. There were only 7 civilizations still left on the planet. There's only 7 fully built civilizations. Everything else is either, a barren wastelands, destroyed metropolises, destroyed architecture, and such like that. But in this era, it's kind of like a Mad Max, where transportation became a necessity. Where transportation became such a huge necessity in this post-apocalyptic scenario. Every 4 years, these 7 civilizations host what is called the biggest rally, the greatest rally on the planet, the world's biggest rally, the greatest rally on the planet, and it's a literal, almost like an around the world in 80 days kind of scenario, where these 7 civilizations, they prep up for this huge rally that goes from one side of the planet to the other. and they go through all civilizations. They use all the civilizations. They use all 7 remaining civilizations as like checkpoints and such like that. But they go through torn down, barren deserts, oceans, such like that, even through wreckages of destroyed metropolises. And it's like a motor, and I like to think of it's like a motor storm, basically, where you have different vehicle classes, where some vehicles are have bigger advantages, other vehicles have advantages and disadvantages. Like some vehicles can go on terrain, some vehicles can go on different terrains and such like that, have a bigger advantage than other advantages, though. And it's also a way to like whichever civilization wins the rally they gather control. They have full total control of transporting goods and services across the planet. Basically, whoever wins the rally basically gets bragging rights for that. They take full control of transportation, because it's all about transporting goods and services in between these 7 civilizations. And even there are different like little small like nomad kind of cultures that existed in this post-apocalyptic world. And it was all in this post-apocalyptic world. It was kind of like with Snowbreak, not with Snowbreak, but kind of like with Stellar Blade, is that it was all created by war. It was basically it's a war-torn Earth, basically. A final war or something like that. But it's where fossil fuel is, where somehow it's basically this world where like fossil fuels are now fossil fuels are much more are a necessity now. So, and I thought this idea of like each civilization having different factions, and like you can do this like as a gacha game. You can play as like a manager, or like a commander mode. You command your own team. As you command your own team of like waifus to race to participate in this rally. Basically, you have like different factions, different types of cultures and factions that kind of play to this. And it's like I said, it's like Motor Storm meets Girls Frontline 2. It's Nikkei. Storm. It's like a funny idea. It was like. And I had this idea for this one character, because like Nemesis is was my favorite character. My favorite design in Girls Frontline 2 when I played was Nemesis. I love her design, and I had this idea of like this Nemesis like character who discovered what used to be, building a machine for this race, and she discovers what remains to be an old 1970s like Le Mans, like a Porsche 917, like it's through the wreckage of an old town, stuff like that. They discovered this old Le Mans prototype, like this 1970 Le Mans race car that they converted into, with the technology, they converted it into a nomad spec, something to be able to a machine that'll be able to still have the speed and capabilities of an old Le Mans racer, but able to now be able to tackle through literally every single kind of terrain, no matter if it's wasteland, badlands, barren desert, through the wreckage of an old metropolis. Just like it's like tuned just for that. I don't know. It's a funny idea. It's like a funny little idea for a racing game. Basically, it's like Motor Storm is Girls Frontline. I don't know. So, I don't know. I geek out when it comes to that shit. I geek out on that shit. You're so attentive to watch. We get to 20, like I said, the goals. I want to try to get to 20 likes to the end of the show. Okay. So we got 9.5 minutes. So we're going to finish this up. So we got 9.5 minutes. Let's go ahead and turn this off. I'm gonna go ahead and slow this down. So this will be my bass, my refined bass. And base sketch, and now we are ready to. We'll call base. And this will be sketch, and now we're going to do the line art. Okay. Okay, line art. And I'll have some more Cyberpunk posts today and this weekend, so. And then on Monday, so the Okay, all right, go through line art. This will be face. So we want to. Okay, so we want to. So we're going to be using line art. Yeah, this is the legendary line art brush. Let's use Mark's line art brush, legendary. Okay, let's see saturation here, here. Like I said, we'll save that talk for this weekend, okay? We'll save that talk for this weekend, because I know we're going to have a large discussion about this. We're going to have a long discussion about this whole thing. It's like... But if I'm not making it clear, this game deserves. This game deserves to exist. This game does deserve to exist. Okay, you know, you're calling for censorship and advocating for censorship and shit like that. And it's like, no, we're not falling into this satanic panic again. We're not doing this Goonergate shit again, because there was this kind of funny thing. I don't know if you guys still here. I don't know if Eli is still here, but I watched a video of Tectone's reaction to the new the update live stream for Zenless, and a lot of people in the comments were saying that Zenless going the full Zenless going kind of the Gooner route is actually helping. Is actually benefiting. And I was like, really? It's like, I don't, because I'm wondering if it's kind of like the snowbreak, if it's like a result of what I call the snowbreak effect, where you have this gacha game called Snowbreak that wasn't doing well until it started going, it started pivoting towards more fan service, more players first, and it ended up benefiting that, and it ended up saving the game because of that. And it's like, it does make me wonder if, in the days, I wonder if that was the case, because I do think this is a good discussion to have right now. When you give me back Brown Dust 2. Brown Dust 2 is embracing. Brown Dust 2 is embracing it. Like, it is embracing it, and it is a very popular game. But, you know, at the same time, from what I've heard from Madam Savvy and a couple others, is that Brown Dust 2 is just like Nikke, where it really is the story of the game that keeps you playing. That like it's the story of the game that keeps you playing. It's the visual stuff that keeps you playing. It keeps you intrigued. So it's like it does make me wonder about this. It does make me wonder about particularly this kind of thing that I might be noticing. Apparently, might be noticing is that if a game goes full, Gooner fan service route, and it ends up being a success for them. I think the fact that it's just making it, I think that's niche. I think that's niche. And I think that's niche in a good way, though. Because I think going the fan service route actually shows how dedicated the fans are. It weeds out the tourist, I guess you could say. It does a good job. Like, for example, Blue Archive does a really good job of weeding out tourists. Like, you're not going to change it for these different sensibilities. Like, the same thing with Brown Dust 2, because there were people complaining about... Because apparently on Twitter, there were people complaining about how overt, Brown Dust 2 is. And it's like, it knows what it is. It knows what its players want. It knows what it is. It knows what its players want. And it knows that it's niche, but it has a dedicated following. Like, in some cases, like, going niche, I'm wondering if that, I legitimately wonder if, capitalizing on kind of the success of Eastern titles, kind of success of the Eastern trend, going that niche route actually makes your game popular. Go niche, and yet it would make it popular. I'm wondering. Because when you think about it, it's not mainstream, We talk about all these gacha games we played. We talk about all the gacha games we played, but they're very niche. It is niche. It is very niche, but yet it's the fact that it's niche is actually making it popular, though. And it does make me wonder if because of what we've been seeing in the AAA industry, what we've been seeing in the what we've been seeing in the AAA space, what we've been seeing in a lot of the mainstream game space, that now niche titles are titles that are kind of embracing how niche it is, embracing the fan service aspect, even that. Because let's be honest here. Fan service is, especially when it comes to sexual fan service has always been very niche. A very kind of niche kind of thing, though, Let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest here. Fan service, like whatever you call gooning content, whatever, has always been very niche. And growing up, it's always been a very niche thing. But I'm starting to think that because of this gacha boom, because of the Eastern boom in general, that fan service games will we see a point where fan service games become mainstream? Like, let me ask you this. Starblade in some ways, Starblade unintentionally, by staying true to itself, Stellar Blade really did break through the mainstream consciousness and zeitgeist in a way. Nier broke through the mainstream consciousness and zeitgeist in a way. And both games are heavy on fan service. And yet they stay true to themselves. Yet they never been, censorship aside, they didn't change themselves for the West. They didn't change themselves. They didn't need to change themselves to appeal to the West. They didn't change themselves to appeal to the West. They didn't change them into they didn't need to do that. They wanted to stay true to their vision, stay true to their ideas. And I think as a result, and what I'm saying is that as a result, the games became popular. Genshin Hoyoverse titles are popular now, And I mean not just popular in their native region. I don't mean just popular in their native region. I mean popular worldwide, like mainstream. I think it's somewhat safe to say that if these kind of fan service games did become much more mainstream, I think there would be a detriment, though. I think it also comes down to keeping games niche. Keeping those games niche. Keeping those games niche is what also makes it popular too. Somehow, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, is keeping a game niche. Are we at a point right now where niche games are becoming more popular thanks to like social media and such like that? Where niche games could be mainstream, where keeping your game niche, keeping your game for a specific audience ends up getting global attention. I wonder about that though. I think I'm just spitballing. I'm just thinking about that. It's gonna give me thoughts because, like, say what you will about Hoyoverse. But Hoyoverse, one thing they do a good job is somehow they create appealing designs for everyone. Like, something always feels like there's something for everyone to like. And they don't shy away, and they know what the audiences want, and they're not going to shy away from bringing out those more fan servicey designs and being embracing that though. Like Brown Dust, look at Brown Dust 2's post that went viral. And that probably net the developers a pretty chunk of change. Wanting to pull for that girl, because the animation is next level, man. I joke about that. I think people are done with graphical fidelity. I think people are done with graphical fidelity and like cutting edge graphics now. People are tired of it. I think we've seen it all. And I do think that the next kind of like technological leap in gaming is gonna be jiggle physics. I think jiggle physics might be the next war, the next like technological leap, technological battleground. Because now we're seeing like more East titles incorporate jiggle physics. It's like, what do you know? Now, jiggle physics ain't gonna save your game or anything. I'm just saying it's a very interesting kind of time we're in where you're having titles try to one-up each other on jiggle physics. Trying to one-up each other. I want it to be a Western recovery. I know, right? Exactly. Easternized Western Death. I love that, where it's like, it feels like we're in a competition of best jiggle physics now, because, like, Stellar Blade, Zenless, Nikkei, Girls Frontline 2, Snowbreak, just, like, you guys are, like, pushing the bar when it comes to jiggle physics. Is that gonna be the next battleground? Even Dead or Alive's got some pretty good jiggle physics. I'm like, it makes me wonder if you do that in a racing game. Like, it makes me wonder if, like, if you did that with a racing game, you would think about it. Think about it. On a fast-moving vehicle, the girls would be jiggling. Some ways. Look, you can strap Rosalina to a cockpit all you want to. You can strap her to a cockpit in the F1 car all you want to. But you do realize that at some point, because of the amount of speed and how fast the vehicle would be moving, that yeah, she would probably jiggle at some point. Maybe that's how you incorporate fan service into a racing game. Think about that, Emerald. Emerald, think about that. Not just jiggle physics, but hair physics too. Star Blade's top notch with their hair physics. Like, Zenless is top notch with their hair physics. Like, I don't know. Something to think about. And for you wanting to do basically a waifu version of NBA Street, that's going to be a lot of jiggling. There's going to be a lot of jiggle physics. There's going to be a lot of hair physics too. Like, I could see what you're making Emerald in the style of, like, Zenless. Have that almost Jet Set Radio like art style, but the gameplay is straight up. I could see the gameplay you wanting to make basically a successor to Volume 2. Because for mod people, Volume 2 is like the peak of NBA Street. Not just in turn, it just overall, Volume 2 is the peak. So making something closer to that kind of fast, frenetic gameplay. Fast, easy to pick up and play, too. Fast, pick up and play. It's a tall order, though. It's a tall order. Because you can compete with because you can add elemental effects. You can add elemental effects to shots and such like that. Do it in a way where you trigger 3 special shots. 3 special shots, 3 special dunks or something like that. And it turns into where if you combined elemental effects of your team in one play, and it turns into a game breaker, to a straight up game breaker, like, or something like an elemental like game breaker, like. You could do something over the top, you know. I would incorporate, especially with a cool way is be able to do some kind of like do it like basically like maybe you can have characters, maybe you can have different styles of game breakers, basically, where you can do it like a Volume 2 style where it's unstoppable. It's an unstoppable one, but it's not the most powerful game breaker though. Or you could do something where it doesn't nab you the most. It's an unstoppable game breaker, but it can nab you the most but it won't nab you the most points. When you get to level 2, it's unstoppable, but it doesn't nab you the most points. Maybe do it like Volume 3 style, where you do it as a game breaker dunk, and you just build up. You're racking up points in midair. Like you can rack up to 5 points, but that leaves a caveat because that game breaker dunk can be blocked too. If you don't time it right, you know, there's going to be a balance. If you try that route, there could be a balancing, or you could do it in the style of home court where you can do a double dunk, where you can actually do 2 dunks in one, 2 game breaker dunks in one. Or if you build your game breaker meter up, you can do 3 dunks in one go. Because that's what they did with home court. Where the backboard, where say like have someone do like a hook dunk, but the ball, she catches the ball with her feet, and then she throws herself, then she throws her body back up in midair to do a second, like an aerial dunk again. Or I don't know. What was that? What am I thinking? I'm thinking of something right now. What was that? I would do it as a game breaker level 2, where it goes into Harlem Globetrotters, but I would do it in the style where it's much more acrobatic, much more over the top, where you could do like a double dunk, where that could be a game breaker in itself as a double dunk, where the character, she can do something like a dinner serve and off the backboard. She does something off the backboard, but she grabs the ball right after the dunk. She grabs it, but then she runs on top of the backboard, ninja style, backflips over, and then dunks it again. I don't know. Very ninja-like. Maybe like a ninja-like dunk, though. Ninja-like. Of course, you got to do it. Not. Of course, you got to do. And think of it this way: do a. You could work with the element, and I think you can also work with an elemental damage. You can also work elemental damage when you do crossovers. What specific characters have specific effects or specific moves, specific kind of crossovers that trigger an effect or something like that. If anything, I would do Game Breaker level 2s where the opponent player it triggers an animation where they try to block it and they do something really clever. Oh my gosh, I just had something. I would incorporate soccer. I would incorporate some soccer-like kick into a dunk. But I think Game Breaker level 2s would be just like perfect for that, though. I think Game Breaker level 2s, because that would incorporate the entire team. That would actually incorporate the entire team. You know? I don't know. I'm looking up something right now. I'm looking up something. Sorry. It'd be a cool way to like, it'd be a cool way to, a really cool way to set up, especially during gameplay, especially during a play, especially during a fastball, especially during a fast break. Especially do it during a fast break too. I don't know. I think my favorite one will always be my favorite. I think my favorite Game Breaker level 2 will always be. What's my favorite one?
No move can stop a level.
What's my favorite one? What is my favorite one? Love this one. Say if you do, but if it's a game in endgame, you got to do it like V3 though. Emerald, you got to do it like V3, where if you end the game with a game breaker dunk, the backboard gets destroyed. The backboard literally gets destroyed. It's not that the hoop falls off. The backboard literally gets destroyed if you end it with a game breaker dunk. What is my favorite one? This one right here. This one right here is always a classic. This one's right here. But no, my favorite one is. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. But there's the, what was the double dunk? What was it? Yeah, you can do it like a hook style. Would you like double dunk? You can do like windmill elbow hand, kicks off the rim dunk. It crazes off the backboard stuff. But you can do something like a double dunk, basically. Where they dunk twice. Yeah, 1-2, then like that, or just something like Home Court's Game Breaker has Home Court does a
Cross him over.
I think this is interesting because you can do it in so many different ways. I got the rookie! Just like that, see? So what? Aerial layup. Even do like a really cool, like I would like to see Game Breaker layup.
Pass the rock, you ain't. Here comes the wrist. Own him. You got him all day. Watch out now. Pass that. I own him, so I'm gonna take it.
What I would do, I would do like Game Breaker V3s where, yeah, just like that. somehow you launch yourself up like that though. Somehow you launch your body up like that though. But my favorite, I love V3s simply because of the V3s. Just good. You can do something like that. I love this signature. It just rests the sim.
Hang time, hang time.
That was sick. You can do a triple dunk. Like, you have to build that up. Like, you would have to. It would be a risk. It would have to be a risk it all kind of moment. It would have to be a risk it all moment to pull a game breaker like triple dunk.
Like a bad habit.
Build it, like,
I got you. I've been waiting all day for this. You ain't trying to come up here, man. You ain't trying to come up here. You playing around, man. Hey, man, leave me. Get serious on him, man. Do something quick. That's all you.
You can go a long ways out. I can see it like Zenless or something. Like, that'd be like kind of fun, like doing like in a style like I would do it in the style of like visually. I seriously would do it in the style of like Zenless in a way. Zenless is kind of art style though. Just do it like over the top, very colorful, very like Jet Set Radio in a way like that, and then have a. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, make it fan service, such like that. I feel like that could be a good way to kind of like, but you would have to work on balancing though. You would have to work on balancing though. Like you have to work on balancing such like that. I wouldn't follow the NBA so heavily where it's just a 3-point, where it's just all about everybody just making 3-pointers all over. It's just half shots though. Shots all over the place. I wouldn't be going that far, but something to think about though. Something to think about. That'd be a cool idea. I think that'd be a really cool idea if you go with that way. It's just, no, because by the way, longtime fan of NBA Street. Long time fan of NBA Street. Volume 2. I love all 4. I even like Home Court. I just feel like Home Court should have done. I feel like Home Court should have been more robust, like 3 was, because V3 is because everybody doesn't bring up how you don't realize how incredible V3 is. V3 is legitimately just as good as Volume 2. Like there's so much content that they stuffed into V3. It's insane. Like I feel like V3 doesn't get enough love, in my own opinion. I don't get enough love, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Run God next, and I'm loving that it's a spiritual successor to NBA Street. And I'll show you I'll show you what it is. It's just an announcement, but it was so amazing to see this. That Run God next is it's people are hyped for it, and that's what people want. People want, like, everybody remembers Freestyle 3, but really what people want is another NBA. And especially with NBA 3 is a very good online competitive team. This is very good.
It's go time. All talk, baby. Come on. Now you see me, now you don't. Hey, yo, I'm Spin Cycle, baby. I'm from round the way. Come and get it. Too slow. That's a big man.
I was wondering if that game where it's like 2 3
Hey, yo, put it down, girl!
2 or 3 star players with
My court! Booyah, baby!
I wouldn't do it like freestyle.
Who's next?
I would do it full court. Like legit. Like a legitimate NBA Street though. But I want to show you one more thing. What was that? What was that trailer? What was that old trailer? This is the new trailer. I remember so clearly seeing this, and I was like, you know what? I like this. What was it? Cinematic? What was it? Cinematic? I remember that trailer. That was like from years ago. That was from like years. That was from like a decade ago. Oh yeah, I remember this one right here. Sorry, we're just going off on a tangent, aren't we? I gotta get ready for work too. I love this stuff. You could go that way, Emerald. You could definitely go that way. Yeah, don't focus heavily on a line. Customization would be a big thing too. Customization would be a big thing though. I don't know. Single player first, make it online, yeah. Slide. You can do it. You can incorporate sweat physics. You can incorporate sweat physics. Emerald, I'm just saying, sweat physics. That players get sweaty. He lives sing like physics, sweat his hand down. But when I did a whole we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. I just want to share one more thing before we get out of here though. When I did that whole what was that called? Oh yeah. I was into I remember back in 2020, I was big into like X League, which used to be LFL, stuff like that. And I was playing a lot of because it made me think about that. Because you made me think about that. Basically something like why do we have like a gotcha like football style game though? A gotcha football style game. And I came up with this idea of like Gridiron Queen, something like it's like a little nod to what was Mira's I Shield 21, basically. Cargo means I Shield 21, something like that. And I was playing a lot of I was actually playing a lot of NFL Street 2 at the time. So I was thinking of it in that stuff way. Yeah, I could see the East to make something like this though. I'm serious. I can see the East making something like an NFL Blitz or something like that. I could see like a gotcha like football game, like American football though. You know what I mean? Especially with designs like this, you could probably take a lot of ideas. Like I said, I was playing a lot of NFL Street 2, and I was really into the whole X League, or what used to be like Legends League, what used to be like Lingerie Football League or something like that. But yeah. I have fun with that. I have fun with that. Anyway. Hope you guys have fun today. With this. So thank you guys so much. Please smash that like button, make it jiggle. Smash the subscribe button, make it jiggle. We're going to get out of here. No game stream tomorrow, but we'll try to be back from Makini Live on Sunday. I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So that's totally fine. I hope you guys have a great rest of the Saturday weekend. I'll try to make some posts today and tomorrow as well. I'll definitely do more Cyberpunk posts. But speaking of which, if you guys are wondering, I am much further into Cyberpunk than you guys imagine. So you're still on the Phantom Liberty stuff. I'm much further. I'll show you. I'm much further. So I just finished up Phantom Liberty. I'm still taking photos like a monster. I'm still doing photo mode like a motherfucker. So yeah, you're gonna have plenty more Cyberpunk posts as basically I just photographed Saya's journey throughout my first playthrough. So there's still so many more photos we still haven't gone through. So yeah, you got plenty, and I'm going to be doing this all the way to completion. I'm going to be taking photos of different missions and such like that, and basically just kind of choreographing Saya's journey all the way to completion. So plenty more Cyberpunk posts coming your way. So your way. I might make that Monday through Friday thing. Friday afternoon. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm Makini, not yours. Jeremy Nilsbury. Thank you for tuning in to the weekend edition of Makini in the Morning. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you guys on Sunday, until then, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun, take care, much love, never apologize. Want attractive women in your media, especially in your video games. And if you're not pleased by the lack of attractive women in your media, especially in video games, do what Emerald is doing and make it happen. Go and make your own attractive women in your own made media. See more developers out there fighting the good fight and all that good stuff. But no matter what you do, no matter what you're creating, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter what, never forget these 3 simple words. Never stop drawing.
Cute, sexy, and fun. And that is definitely the best way to describe our channel members too. We'd like to thank everyone in the CSF Nation for your incredible support. Join the channel for as low as $1 a month to get access to exclusive art drops that Makini drops every 2 months for his channel members. And all your support goes to helping out the channel and helping Makini put out the best content he can for you all to view and you all to enjoy. He appreciates all of your support, and we also appreciate your support as well. CSF Nation for life. Mwah! Gracias.
Oh, I forgot to add. I'm gonna do the bunny girl. I'm gonna do my bunny girl thing today as well. So I'll probably have a couple posts ready for you guys later. Great rest of your day, guys. What's on, y'all? Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to Makini in the Morning and getting your morning started off on the right foot with us. If you enjoy this program, please smack that like button and make a jiggle. Share the show out to everyone you know. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. You want to support Makini further. And if you want to see more content from Makini and help him reach his 6K subscriber goal, hit that subscribe button. He would really, really appreciate it. I am Marisa Tali, producer and weather girl for this very program, and we all wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. We will see you all next time here on Makini in the Morning. Mwah! Makini in the Morning is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's South Tower, right here in Pacific City. You guys love waking up with us here on Makini in the Morning, but if you would like to actually be in the live taping of Makini in the Morning, all you have to do is visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free for free tickets. We would love to see you here in the audience for our next Makini in the Morning live show. Makini in the Morning is produced by Souvenir Productions with Makini Charles Productions in association with Enlisa Lockar Television and Makara Benz Entertainment, and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.